Hello, it is Chris Raquel, and I'm back again. Today's day 13 of 21, and I'm going to be on this video really quick, but you're not going to see me. I just have one quick topic to talk about. However, before I get started, I did want to let you know that the rest of the packages, minus one, allowed for me to do that second and third haul, so it's probably just going to be, I may just do it all together because the third package or package set arrived quicker than I thought. Okay, so the topic that I want to talk about today is a topic that was suggested to me and sent to me. It is, should I date a man who has 3 children and who was never married? So to me, that question kind of seems self-explanatory, but I know some people really just don't know. So let's think about it this way. I touched on this in the last video that I did related to dating, and I do want to just mention that this is not to judge anyone or rather think less of anyone. I don't know if you got that in the picture, but this was one of the items that I got. It looks so pretty. Oh, that's one thing I love about Victoria's Secret. Their stuff is always so colorful, pretty, feminine. So in terms of that man, we're not judging that person, whether it's a man or female, male or female, I should say. However, you want to just keep in mind, if the person was never married, the question was if the man has 3 children with different women, and was never married. Well, if he had 3 women in his life that he decided to make a single mother, I know it sounds so harsh to say, but if he had 3 relationships that produced a child in each of them and he didn't see it fit to marry any of those ladies, he is not going to find it fit or suitable to marry you. So no, you should not date that man. And of course, there's several factors at play. Let's say he had all of them at 15, 16, 17, and now he's 40. Okay, that's something you can consider, but you would also have to know, is he, well, first of all, 15, 16, 17, what took him so long to try to find a wife between 17 and 40? Okay, but yeah, so, I still probably would say don't consider him. But anyway, back to the normal scenario. The man, he's had his children, depending on what demographic, late teens through 30-something. And now he's looking at you. He's telling you all these beautiful things. Just know, it's just highly unlikely that it's going to be a good situation for you. If he has 3 different mothers, for instance, look at Future the rapper. How many baby mothers did he have before Sierra, who I really like, decided to get with him? And he did the same thing that he did to her. So it doesn't matter how beautiful you are. It doesn't matter how nice you are, how kind you are, how famous you are. It's not going to make a difference. That's the person's character, or at least how they want to live their life. And then we just want to consider that, hey, there's so many different options. There's so many different options in this world, and you don't have to settle for something like that. And especially, you have to just know you're looking for somebody with similar values to you. And then let's just say for the woman perspective, right? So she has 3 children by 3 different men, and she started having her children maybe late teens or through her 30s. I would tell a man as well. Well, with women and men, it's a little bit different. Normally the woman, she's looking to keep her relationship and all those things. But for the man, it's not like, oh, he's going to be with a single dad. However, he needs to look at, is this woman like simple-minded? Is she going to be able to teach my child anything if I choose to get with her? Because the fact that it happened to her 3 times, that tells you that she didn't learn from an unwise decision. But the focus here was on a man. Once again, this is if he was never married to any of them. If he has 3 children all by the same person from a long-term relationship, or if he has 3 children and then he was married but then he divorced, that is also different. I'm talking specifically about a man who has 3 children by 3 different women and was never married. And let's say he has 3 children by 3 different women and he was married to one. I would say that's just still a lot to deal with. 3 different children, 3 different relationships, and a marriage also, and then divorce. People who are divorced once, it's also more likely that they're going to divorce again. So just the divorce factored in with all those 3 different mothers, it's just too much. You don't have to deal with that. Yeah, I would recommend no, unless you're in that situation as well. Then you can have a beautiful blended family. Unless you also have children by multiple people, then you can go ahead and blend those families together. It's going to be a beautiful thing. So no, we're not judging those people, but yes, we are judging someone who has had 3 children by 3 different people. Not in the sense that you're looking down on them, but you are supposed to look at many of the decisions that people make, because that is going to determine the most likely next decision that they're going to make. So after he had the first child with someone and did not marry them before or after the child, he was a bit more likely to do the same with the second person. After the second person, he was much more likely to do it with the third person. And with you, the 4th person, that would mean that he's maybe, I don't know, I would say 90% likely to do it with you, because of course there's always room for error. So ladies, and just remember, you are beautiful. Just because, let's say the man is kind to you, he's nice to you. Remember, when someone wants something or someone, they're going to put on their best behavior, at least in their beginning, at least in those first months, so just factor that in. And I know some of you who are probably watching the video may be on the younger side too. So just know, if a man is promising you so many different things in the beginning, if he's just telling you that the world is your oyster and I want to do all these things for you, and he's buttering you up, not saying that it's not a good thing, or not saying that he's lying. However, let's see how long it lasts. Let's see when that mask is going to come off, and when he's going to start revealing his his true self. So once again, dating a man who has 3 children, and someone might be saying, well, he has 2 children from 2 different mothers and was never married. Okay. Yes, he's still more likely to do it to you as well. So keep that in mind. Even with one, he's more likely to do that with you. And then some ladies may say, well, no, he told me that they were all crazy, all 3 of them. They all tried to do this or that to him. I'm just going to say, I would love to hear the other lady's side, and you will never get to do that. So I would just say, I wouldn't say everything that he's saying is a lie, but I would say the same way he has horrible stories about her, remember, it's the same way she has horrible stories about him. And honestly, if you heard her side, whatever he's saying about her behavior and her being crazy, or they're all 3 of them being crazy, it would probably make you be on her side, or at least understand why she was crazy. All right, well, I hope that this video has helped someone at least. So should I get with a man, as in start dating, being interested in him, going out, allowing him to take me out on dates? I would say, yeah, no. If he has 3 children from 3 different women, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you learn things with age. And, there was a situation that I heard of. It was a man, he had, I think, 4 children, 2 divorces, and 2 children from each of those ladies. And that man was also not the best candidate for dating someone, because one, just think of the divorces as having a different mom. So the divorce, 2 divorces. So 1 divorce, you're more likely to get divorced the second time around. 2 divorces, you're much more likely to get divorced the second time around. Well, okay, the first one, you're much more likely to get divorced. And then after the second one, you're really, really, really likely to get divorced. So those are factors. And the fact that it was a good thing that the man had married the ladies before or after they became pregnant. But the bad sign wasn't the children. Of course, if you're someone who wants all your resources, I spoke about this before, if you're someone who wants all your resources to stay in your household, that's the only reason why you probably would not want the children or want to date someone with children. And you can listen to more about that in the video about dating a man who has a 5-year-old. But the main thing in that scenario would have been the divorces, 2 divorces. And of course, if you've been divorced twice as well, perfect. But I'm mainly talking about people who maybe have never been married and things like that. Yeah, but yeah, should you single ladies, regardless of your age, date a man who has been divorced? No, who has 3 children by 3 different mothers and was never married? The answer is going to be no. Thank you. Bye.